Alright, hello everybody, this is Dave.
And Nancy.
And we are back with Dragon Quest Heroes. She just looks so...
innocent.
Yep.
Speed.
You know, there's no way that that's what she said. She had something else tacked on with that lip flap movement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they weren't even trying. They're just, fuck it.
Yeah.
Just roll.
So what I went ahead and did is... when leveled up a little bit, just a little bit off screen so that people don't have to watch us grind. We got everybody up to like level 13 to 14 or so. And bought a little bit of new equipment and new skills. And now we are ready to pick up. Committed kind of the cardinal sin of LPing and had something show up off screen. So now these little areas right here, little side caves and such, are what you get from the treasure maps in we kept seeing on our treasure list at the end of levels. So I'll take a quick look at them.
I don't know why this is just so happy and upbeat, you know.
Yay! It's
Hey,
good to see that
B-Man.
Twitch is actually being decent to you.
We're overjoyed at this sight.
Oh, Lena.
I'm just gonna deal with some of the ads so we can, have a clear field.
Oh, yeah. You have a little extra lemon to drink for me?
Yeah, I might have.
Just a tad. It's got the bite.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Okay, B-Man, see you in a few. And that'll give me just enough time to clean out my
Inbox?
my inbox, because it's like been multiple days since I've done that. And so I have quite a bit of crap.
Yeah. So anyway, what this does is lets you go ahead and fight some of the bosses or at some of the areas we've already cleared to get a chance at some treasure, loot, and so on and so forth. And also, obviously, experience.
Sweet, sweet experience. That's...
Oh, in this case, a very singed map, which I believe is just a upgrade to a different area.
Phew. We did it.
Woohoo!
Sounds like
Now,
kinda,
you could actually make the argument that with Alina, that, having a miniskirt is actually, technically the correct thing to do, because she's a shit kicker.
Okay, that's fair.
She kicks and punches.
Yep.
So, having that kind of,
Ability.
well, movement in your clothing is kind of important.
True. But yeah, so I don't think we'll do any more of these little side things, because they're really just going back and fighting some of the bosses we've already dealt with again.
Yeah, it's just a way to sit there and do some, I guess grunt leveling.
Yeah.
With some higher
Level.
critting.
Yeah. It's kind of nice though to just see how far you've come, because like the fight with the dragon took like 25 seconds. Okay, upon arriving at the gates of Colissea, the party are perturbed to find monsters already attacking. Fight your way inside before the fiends can get their talons on the townspeople. So I'm saying
Question: do slimes have talons?
Nah, they just kind of ooze at you. Now, if I'm looking at like the little animation had our ship like kind of sliding in there. So do we like land the ship, or do we rope down, or?
I'm going to guess that the ship stays afloat.
Yeah.
Because,
Or is there like a smaller
fuck
ship?
you guys, if you get overwhelmed, we're
Yeah.
gonna be cool.
Let's see. 3 districts, east and west. One to the north is the arena. Lone man fights with monster.
Even if a slime
Oh, it's the
have
mayor.
talons, they're gonna die. Well, the thing is you know, I mean, it's a question of talons.
Yeah. A parable of talons.
A parable. Ooh. That's... Well, and B-Man does make a good point. No one loves slimes.
Everybody loves slimes.
They slurp, they slide, and they ooze. And have you ever had to clean up after a slime? Apparently
No.
not.
Okay.
It's messy. Especially the oozy ones. The ones that are, like, on the ground and, like, are puddly.
I love the fact that Dork actually uses the word poppycock.
Aha, that's poppycock! Come on, you totally know that is totally a thing that that is a thing that a king would say.
Overstretch yourself.
Do not fret your head so. Such minimal numbers will not cause me even to sweat.
Yeah, like the ones that are green there. Those are the ones I'm talking about.
Yep, so the mayor is actually already injured.
To be fair, I've never had to clean up after a slime either. You obviously aren't trying.
So,
Well, if you've never cleaned up after a slug, you've essentially cleaned up
Woohoo!
after a slime. Yes.
got a golem
Minion.
mini medal. So I think we'll go ahead and pop that one up here. I guess we can do this one as a summon.
Help me out here.
So alright, they should be able to keep things locked down on this side for a while.
Hopefully.
Yeah, in the meantime, there's a bunch of like little
We
randos.
gotta protect the mire. God, did your little mole guy sit there and get killed?
Yeah, I think he did. Ouch.
Dang, he sucked. I don't recall them sucking this badly. Okay, you see, she's a shit kicker. That's what I was talking about.
Yep.
Charlotte Moon says, Carol comes on heal the mayor a bit. Just don't whack the monsters. Worst cleric ever.
Ah, I picked up a walking corpse. I'll toss him over by our... Ooh, and a slime. Oh, can't fit him. And there's another...
I ditched the...
Okay. Well, you notice that picking up a second monster minion of one we already have actually results in him getting healed. That's what that little green bar over there is.
Can I just sit here and say that these guards are terrible?
They are.
No, I mean, seriously. They're just sitting there looking at these monsters attacking.
So Alina's just a bit fragile, so that can be a little bit of a thing to take into consideration. Is that? Okay, that's our friendly guy. So the Hammer Hood is actually the different type of summon. He just comes and does one thing, which in this case is a big old critical. And yes, the golems do that much damage.
But if you can get the jump on them, you can get the shit.
Yep. Meanwhile, our golem is still, keeping up the fight, so...
You need that golem.
Okay, there we go.
Well, and I think one of the things when you were leveling up that we sat there and we kind of talked about it was, it's like, my god, your companions are absolutely worthless if you're using certain characters.
Yeah.
Certain characters, it's just they might as well not even be there.
Yeah.
They like run up to them and it's like they're like would you like to stop for some tea?
Yeah.
To the monsters, and the monsters are like, no.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh man, you're not very good at this when I'm not in control.
Yeah. Oof, that stung a little bit. I think our golem is like just having the time of his life.
I'd like to think so.
Let's deal with the Maw Keeper and see if we can't clear him out a little bit.
I think Alina's better for larger targets.
Yeah, she is, but I'm just having some fun with her.
Charlotte Moon says it tends to be true of all Heroes games, isn't it? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's just, you know, when you're playing when you're playing a, you know, shit kicker, essentially, where it's just like you're a brawler, or you know, or even a swordsman. Most of the time, you don't even realize it because you're in the front. Like right now, you don't realize it because you're in the front. You're just sitting here. You're having a good old time.
Ooh, goodie bags.
You know, the only time you really know what the hell is going on behind you is when you need to go back.
Yeah, they're about to get overwhelmed.
But yeah, so you know when you sit there and you go and actually play a character that has you further in the back, you sit there and you're just like, what the hell are you guys doing? Wanting to do a dance ensemble?
A little bit more, I should have some tension to use her move. Meanwhile, we'll just kind of concentrate on these guys. Nope.
Ah, this arid wind, this searing sunshine takes me back to my tournamenting day.
Oh.
You two are joined to compete at celebrations of violence? We must enter together, Your Majesty.
Best friends.
Prepare! Great ball of fire!
Great ball of fire.
And
Goodness
that is
gracious.
her thing. Oh my god, Hero needs a little bit of help. He's getting his ass kicked without me to...
Yeah, but he's that's not unexpected.
Even my hill slime friends have gone bad. Don't worry, we'll have you back to normal in no slime.
So you actually do have to kind of dodge around the knights. Okay. Kind of experimenting with him a little bit.
Goodness gracious.
Great ball of fire.
You mean that they have a tournament for violence? We must enter together. This sounds like a grand old time.
And that's why she's gonna be the king's best friend.
Everybody else is looking at her slack jaw like, the
What?
fuck she say? The hell? I don't know.
Because, you know, the king could probably kick the shit out of just about everybody else who's still competing.
And giggle all the way.
Yeah. Divide and conquer.
Or, you know. Or something.
Okay, we've dealt with all of the ones who are right here, so we're kind of basically going back and forth to keep ahead of the monsters.
I think G-Man says king shit kicker.
Alright, now it's time for Kirill's.
You know, growing up on a farm, I know all about king shit kickers.
So,
Whack! 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 Eagle away!
Got it.
and that is Kirill's,
Shit kicker du jour.
yep,
Well, he's not, he's cleric.
yeah.
But it is pretty impressive when you get down to it.
Yes, channeling his frustration about the fact that,
All these little spells aren't working.
they never work.
Well, I am so done with the fact that none of this shit works.
Yep. Oh, there's one last living enemy back here. Come on. There we go.
Calvin, help, I'm dying, that's perfect. Worst cleric ever. Kirill, you suck at black. Not... Well, I mean, here's the problem with spears. They suck.
Yeah.
You know, only in certain situations. A sword is much better than a spear 90% of the time in combat. Just saying. Because
Losing was never an option.
it'd be a Spear would be great if we were going up against horses.
Yeah.
Saying, be great.
And single combat, the spear was generally held to be better than a sword.
Well, I mean, it did give you more reach, but the thing is that's if you're up against a swordsman.
Yeah.
So it's a case of whoever has the longer reach has the better chance of either disarming or injuring their opponent. So it makes sense. What do you do when they have a fucking hammer?
Yeah. The mayor's like, the stone cloud?
Are you deaf, man? Is the stout and steadfast flying fortress we've made our home and base of operation.
You know, the mayor doesn't seem to be having nearly as good a time as the king does.
It's probably because he's a bureaucrat.
True.
Also, you know, he's never actually entered one of those contests and won because Doric's always there to kick the crap out of him, and he's probably a bit put off. I mean, just saying. You know, not judging or anything, just...
Not have done it better myself. That's high praise. So we're basically reclaiming the city now.
Wait a minute, I have a question though, because you know, I think this is a pertinent question.
Mm-hmm.
Who was he protecting? Was he protecting the town's, you know?
Fine architecture?
Well, yeah, or you know, because it just looked like a location for a water work feature.
Yeah, I guess...
Is that what he was doing? It's like, no, we must protect the town's waterwork features.
No, what I think you might have missed was that he was holding the town while everybody else left.
Ah, okay, yeah. See, this is what happens when they don't give the lines like vocalization. Cause I stopped paying attention because I'm a good multitasker as long as I'm not reading. If I'm reading something, I don't talk to me because
Yeah.
I hate dividing my attention that way.
We got some level ups for everybody. We'll kind of let that...
And you got some stuff.
All kinds of loot.
We like loot.
All right.
Yes, there's actually a reason why when Dave and I go and do things, there's been many times where we've done that and just randomly whack, whack.
Your
Usually me
Majesty.
being frustrated.
Your old friends. You know, you gotta say, if the mayor's actually...
Actually, Alina's actually pretty amazing when you think about it. I mean, she's like a good 1.5 feet shorter than
everybody.
the shortest person.
Well, but yeah.
Her.
And the fact that he and the mayor and Doric have faced each other on the field of battle, and the mayor's still alive.
He actually must be pretty competent. I don't know why he just sat in that one circle.
Yep.
You know. But Charlotte Moon does bring up a fair point. The statue could have been the goddess, and so, you know, wanting to protect their place of prayer. Makes sense. On some levels.
Okay, now Lena's gonna be motivated.
This is premium news. Let's dispatch the remaining monsters with maximal swiftness. Return to peace to Colossia. My fist itch for the thrill of the tournament. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I love how they just butcher
Yeah.
the English language in this. It's beautiful. It makes me really wonder how it is in Japanese because how can you fuck up Japanese badly enough? You know. Well, I guess we could ask. We could go to Japan and sit there and try it out.
Yeah. It's about how it would go.
That is about how it would go. It's, you know, you use the. Well, yes, that does technically mean that is a synonym. It does not mean the same thing.
Yep. Okay.
Not really a nuance.
So no quest available yet. No accolades available yet. And we don't want to turn in our mini medals yet.
And what can I do for you?
We create accessories.
Ready?
Give me access to your alchemy pot.
Yeah. So let's see. We've got a Papillion Pendant. Which gives us MP drain resistance. Reduced freeze time. Now these would be nice, but we're missing... we need some Auspicious. We need a lot of it, actually.
How much?
10 pieces.
Gosh, damn.
So we can't
Damn.
really create much of
Do
anything
come
good.
again.
So I think we're gonna go ahead. Oh, hello. I was going to melt into a puddle of ooze.
You know, that's the other thing that irritates me with that stupid slime.
All the
All the slime puns.
Yeah.
Just no. No. I'm good.
Don't mind me. I'm just here to
I'm
loot
going
your
to keep. I'm just going to keep coming back here and looting anything that you put in
Yes.
this treasure box here. If it happens to be all your gold, I'll take that. If you put items in there, I'll take that too.
Oh, it's empty. Okay.
Actually, that an interesting thought is that taxation
By de-
because it's the king
Yeah.
and this is part of his hold. Could it be a case of everything that they're putting in those boxes is actually considered tax,
yeah.
and you can just collect it at will?
Well, it is now. I mean, are you gonna tell King Doric no?
I don't want him to laugh in my face and smack the shit out of me with his staff, so no. I have this, inherent need to avoid violent actions coming towards me, so yeah.
It's kind of neat that the shopkeepers have a different dialogue if you come in from the back. And who puts the gold in a barrel?
I don't know. I would guess that it's something related to that's a holdover from Zelda as a norm. And shit. Maybe they just went to market and sold some apples, and the money you took, you just stole
Welcome
from
to
me.
Yeah. Okay, so we have heal stones. We've got 3 of them. They're all
This is
charged, so we're all good on that. But you'd have to go here to recharge them after a battle.
Oh man, I forgot that I need to go grab the
Electrical tape.
electrical tape.
Yes, we
Re-
acquired electrical tape too.
Remind me that when I go to make this second drink, because just
Goddess speed.
dang.
Yep. Hello,
Freddy,
random child.
You trying to electrocute me, son?
Yeah. Okay. Do we? Oh, need to loot these guys.
Pay your taxes.
Okay, that's just trolling right there.
What?
He put some. That was horse manure. So he put some horse shit in there for the king to find when he came to collect the taxes.
Well, not really shocking, is it?
I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna switch Kirill out. Throw Isla back in, just so we can kind of see that whole.
Maybe we can show that whole. What the hell are you guys doing?
Well, hello.
And that can go to that story that we were gonna.
Oh, yeah. Well, hello there, Patty.
And what can I
Always
do
nice
for
to see you again. And we're gonna bench Kirill.
And to what do I owe this pleasure?
Mixing it up, eh?
Yes.
How can I help? Don't be a stranger.
Yeah.
Also, can I just sit here and say I've never seen hair like Aurora's? Like,
Oh.
I've seen the color. That's not odd. But if you sit there and you turn her to the side,
Yep.
her hair poofs up like it's being held up by a wire.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it flies behind her in a way that is very unnatural. I mean, I guess it's as natural as you can get for an animated character in some ways.
Yeah. Is able to restrain impulse to commit competitive pulverizings for baying crowds. That's exactly what she's going to do.
Good work.
They're so stodgy. Like, Lucius seems like a 40-year-old man who's like, I must overanalyze everything.
Okay. I don't know where
Stodgy.
Doric is in here, but oh wait, he's out there with the mayor. Of course.
Yeah, they're going over the old days when they sat there and, kicked the shit out of things and stuff.
Okay. So what do you have to say,
Aye,
random
aye.
crewman? This world map is really cool. And the control room and everything else.
Okay. Well, this is novel. I've never actually, poked around on,
the emojis.
Yeah, I've never done that, so this is kind of...
Okay, on to the Eastern District.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to use any of those. Yeah, well enough, all things considered. Since they keep telling me that we're not connected to chat, so I'm like, well, maybe I'll post something, but damn thing is just hateful.
So the neat thing is that you don't actually have to have people in your party get their dialogue. Oh, just one of the roots of Yggdrasil.
Yggdrasil? I just sat there and did that for no apparent reason, because otherwise it would sit there and keep telling me that it's going to keep connecting.
Hey, you show that knobbly old thing some respect. Some respect.
Restrict?
Yes.
That too. Rascal, come here.
Ooh.
Yeah, you don't have to walk all this. You don't have to walk across that road. Yeah. If you want to come cuddle. You always do things the most difficult way.
That is how he does. Excellent. Got ourselves a golem.
So it was kind of funny. The other day we sat there and we were setting up plans for when we go on vacation.
I must guard your personage from potent fiends.
For somebody who's going to come and watch our cats for us. And just seeing their reaction to all of them was, in many ways, beautiful and hilarious. You know, between them calling Rascal, you know, kind of fat, and then I sat there and was like, no, he's our prison cat.
Let's do this. Show no mercy.
And then when they saw Freddy, they sat there and just like were totally flabbergasted and just like, oh my god. He goes on forever. Which, to be honest, is fair.
Yep.
But when Dave tried to like bring him forward so that, you know, so that they could meet him, he was not having any of that. I think he climbed you like a tree and jumped off your back, damn near.
Okay. So the blizzard, or these things, just restore everybody's MP. And you know, I'm much more comfortable with Aurora than just about anybody else.
Well, that makes sense.
Alright, dealt with the first Maw Keeper. Whoops. Come on, give me the loot. There we go.
I want the money and
All right.
now somebody decided that they were going to go and fight me. It doesn't end well, does it, Rascal? It ends up with you scruffed.
You know,
Catherine
these
does not
guards
like
are the
being
worst.
liked.
They're saying they're like, the monsters are around the corner. And they're like, oh, we ain't doing shit about this.
I'm sorry, they're still 15 feet away. This is above my pay grade.
I am on my break.
They're 15 feet away. You know I'm not going to do diddly squat until they're like a foot from
Right
me.
here.
When they're a foot from me, well, then we'll talk. But in the meantime,
Yeah.
you know, that sounds like a personal problem.
Well, we're about to hit her at high tension, so that's gonna clear this stuff up pretty quickly.
This ends right now. Giga Slash!
All right.
Rascal, I love you, but you're like the epitome of the asshole cat. You know, the one who's like, pet me, pet me, pet me, I'm gonna bite you.
Slash! Yes!
Fact.
Why are you rubbing your teeth on my mic? You're not even purring right this minute, because I'm not petting you. And when I start petting you, start acting like a...
Oh, something just sat there and stuck a mute ability on me, and somebody else snuck by and is at the root. Well, we're gonna deal with that. Like, seriously, worst guards ever.
Seriously, gonna fix your little red wagon. I'm gonna paint it blue.
Okay.
with bruises.
Nice. Oh, by the way, all the monsters have names. That's Jason Morn.
Over here. To me.
You know, like, yeah, like, Aurora, here she is, just sitting here.
Yep, that's Marlo. Yeah, so you look at it, she just ran up to it, and she's like staring at them like, am I supposed to do something here?
Like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here, but I'm not gonna do jack shit.
And, you know, we were saying this reminds us, our oldest cat, Jinxie, was for a while living with a friend of ours, and
she was owned by a friend of ours.
Yeah.
It's my friend who had 5 cats at the time. She downgraded from 7 down to 5.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, temperaments.
And she was somebody who basically tended to take in strays and try to take care of them.
Well, and she did a good job of taking care of them. It's just a case of sometimes they didn't want to deal with each other as much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she eventually downgraded to 5, and when Jinxie and I seemed to hit it off, she was like, well, you know, I'll, you know, if you want to own Jinxie, I will totally let you do that.
Yep.
You know, so.
Never mind the fighting, gotta get some loot. But anyway, so Jinxie had not been spayed at the time.
Yeah.
So
Jinxie was probably about a year and a half old when about a little over a year old when I first met her, and she was not spayed. All the other cats were spayed and neutered,
On to mop up and we're done.
but Jinxie was not because they just hadn't gotten around to it yet.
Mm-hmm.
That may be so.
Plus,
but we must not drop
Jinxie
our
has
guard.
always been a little bit
difficult to corral.
difficult to corral, and she's got a personality on her.
Yeah.
She got a mouth.
Uh-oh. Let's see. We're going back to our main character, and we are navigating our way over here because the Great Saber Cat has appeared.
Oh, look behind you.
Yeah, that's him. Come back here, you. And he's being a complete dick and just running past everything to get after the goal.
And he's gonna get there before you.
Well, hopefully he doesn't cause too much mayhem.
I say leave everything else in your way, because you need to get over to the...
Yeah, he's causing mayhem.
So anyway, yeah, so...
Yeah, anyway, so Jinxie would go into heat.
Yeah, regularly go into heat.
And they have a cat named Boo.
Boopy. His
Yes.
full name is Boopy, but everybody usually calls
Buford,
him...
yeah, a number of, you know...
Yeah, it was Boo, Boopy, you know, he was a black cat.
Big ol'-
Shaggy...
Big old fluffy boy.
Yeah, he had long shaggy hair. And anyway, so continue now that we have the basis set.
Yeah.
1-0
And-
to us.
And Boopy had been fixed.
Totally. He'd been fixed when he was but a wee kitten, okay?
Yeah, so every now and again he would sit there and, knowing that Jinxie was in heat,
He would hear Jinxie crying, because it's a common thing when a cat's in heat. It's just like, oh god, everything just feels wrong.
Those were some interesting specimens.
yeah, and he would essentially essentially go find her.
Jinxie would come out, Jinxie would come out, and, you know, she would stalk around the hallways, and just be like, just uncontrollably and inconsolably yowling. Because she's just like, she was in heat. And Boopy would sit there and be like, he would rush up to her, which did not help because she was like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Okay? Because she didn't like anything or anyone rushing up on her.
Yep.
So he would rush up to her, and he would sit there and he would assume the position. He would bite her scruff and mount, and then he would sit there and then he'd let go and he'd look around and be like, what I do? That's like, this isn't helping. What?
Yeah. And so our companions are like that when we're not controlling them.
Yeah, when
they're
you're not
like
controlling.
Boopy. They get in position, they don't know what to do.
You know, they sit there and they get up there and they're like, now what do I do? Yeah.
We must fail to waste more time.
Premium.
Yep.